What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Oshi no Ko, this time with episode 9, I believe, of season 2. Of course, as usual, just going to start off muted to get through the opening, but super excited for this one. Yeah, again, love this season so far, but last episode was a banger, focusing a lot on Kana, but also a nice little end segment with Aqua, which I imagine will be continuing off at the start of today's episode as well, so looking forward to that. Interesting, again, dynamic of how he's going about acting. The usual would be if you don't love acting, you would end up like falling out of love, and it would be like work for you. Don't get me wrong, it's work for the people that love acting, but to love something and have it as your job, I think is very different than to loathe it. Even if you're successful, I think that would weigh down on you a hell of a lot, and you'd ultimately end up like quitting. I've seen plenty of like big time. I think especially like music, like big time kind of musicians and such, kind of like quit bands and so on. So maybe that doesn't really relate, but it is a very interesting segment nevertheless. I do think, to be honest, I thought this whole thing would be like 2 episodes anyway, and I'm glad it's not. But I imagine we'll be ending off today. We were pretty much at the close of things last week, so just gonna see the conclusion. And also, I think is it a thing of like are they just going to do this once, or I imagine they'll have to do this multiple times, right? What usually happens in plays, surely, like they go over all over like the country and do it. But I think this is like one of the only 2.5D stadiums, so maybe not. Pretty privileged to be like just a one-time viewing of this, if it is the case. If these people in the crowd, they're pretty lucky. Use your hate. Okay, a bit more eye. I do see her a little bit in the opening, of course. Don't get me wrong, I love the first episode, and I really like Ai, but I don't have as much attachment to her as seemingly a lot of fans for the show. A lot of people's favourite thing about the show was that first episode, and you guys know my favourite part is Kana stuff. These subtitles are very fast, aren't they? Apologies about that. A few websites I usually watch stuff on have gone down, so yeah. It's just got to be a quick reader. Sus. Yeah. I love the music right now. It's fantastic, isn't it? Wow. Oh, the music almost kind of made that scene there. That music was brilliant. It looked great as well, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like envisioning it without music. So yeah, apologies about the subtitles. Like I said, they are going quite fast. Oh. Ah. Shit. I will say as well, the effects are pretty damn good in this show, aren't they? In terms of like in the play, not the show, I should say. They're pretty damn good in this play. The effects are very nice. Been integrated nicely. It's a shame in like a universe like this, isn't it, where reincarnation's a real thing, but still not like that amount of like magical whatever it is a thing, but still can't save one person. I wonder if we will ever explore that, the whole reincarnation thing. I feel like that's just like a tool to get us to this point, if you know what I'm saying. I don't think that'll ever be explored. It would kind of turn the direction of the show in a totally different direction. So I don't mind that it won't be. He's doing the right things though, like draw upon his old memories, even if it is like negative. That's what actors do as well, like in the positive light and in an emotional light to bring about their tears and such. So even though he's doing it in a different way, he's achieving like the same success and same feats a top class actor would, which is pretty awesome to see. I think everyone done really well in this play as well, didn't they? Everyone shone. Nothing fucked up. Yeah, I bet. So yeah, it is not just a one-time thing, as expected.
かってやって天才ぶるのは割と簡単なこと。吹っ切れた演技ってわかりやすいから。本当に難しいのは、あの時の黒川茜は異質だった。さや姫の演技だけじゃなく、別の何かも乗っていた。私には真似できない技術、とてつもない存在感。それをきっかけに、アクアの演技が振り切れるほどの。ああいうの、さらっとできるのが才能なのよ。
They're both sad, but they both pulled off pretty good things in the play. So they both put it in like a negative light, but it's actually kind of a positive thing, strangely, for both of them.
姫川は映画の撮影と並行で稽古、鴨志田も別の舞台の合間を縫って、三田に至ってはドラマ2本掛け持ちの中稽古をしてた。
Busy people.
全体の構成を調整するタイミングがなかった。それに今回の舞台は10代が多かった。稽古期間に伸びるやつが多かったんだよ。本番中化けるやつもいるくらいに。有馬くんのことかな。彼女にはあまり期待をしていなかったけど、若い子には何が起こるかわからないからいいね。アイドル活動が別の視点を与えたのか、それとも彼氏でもできたのかな。
Why would that change things? Well, inevitably it would, but like, why would it change them this significantly?
有名なアイドルグループに所属していたり、何かの賞を取ってる子は実物以上に可愛く見えるものだろ。それと同じ。私は特別に可愛いという嘘を信じさせてくれる。
See, this is going to be controversial, but this is how I view a lot of. I think it's Sabrina or Sarah Carpenter, whatever her name is. Ice Spice, like women, big. Like, again, it's probably a very unpopular opinion. I'm quite fond of that like type of woman as well. Not Ice Spice, but I just don't I feel like they're very much made out to be a lot cuter than they are. I feel like a lot of that is because they're so successful. Like, oh, they're that successful, they have to be that cute. And a lot of that singer stuff is actually much more so than ever. It's always been a thing where looks and cuteness and sexualness was always attributed to being a singer and such. Again, this is a slightly different topic. I guess idols are in a similar vein to, but they're in the same industry. Don't get me wrong, but idols are a slightly different kind of breed of that thing. But I think this applies to them as well. Again, the more successful, the more you're like, oh yeah, they are really cute, because why would they have this following? Why would they be this popular? Why would I always see people talking about how cute and beautiful they are if they're not? But again, I don't actually find them to be that attractive. And again, it kind of sucks nowadays because attractiveness is, well, seemingly, again, I don't really listen. I listen to a lot of Japanese music and such nowadays, so I don't really partake in it too much. But a lot of music nowadays is mainly like the main thing isn't the music, it is the image of like the singer and such. So this should be a pretty interesting point we're covering right here. Again, you guys know I like this kind of stuff quite a lot, and again, relates a lot to nowadays. Those are just two examples. I imagine there's hundreds of more out there, but yeah, just like a bit of auto-tune and a beautiful face can get you quite a long way in the music industry, it does seem. And it kind of sucks because it does overtake those of actual real talent. Art factor.
もし有馬君気色悪い笑い方をするな。いや、何
It is like just, I know it's like their job and such, but this is just weird though, right? Like in terms of like what they're actually like talking about here, they're talking about young teens and their looks and cuteness and such while smoking cigarettes, being the big bosses and such. Like it's their job and it is normal, I guess, in like a work sense. But if you just look at exactly what they're doing, this is like, I don't know. I feel like they take advantage of people. Maybe not these guys per se, but plenty of people in this industry take advantage of young people and such. So there's a lot of creeps and stuff in this industry. He loves seeing the reactions of people walking out, doesn't he? Seen him do this like 3 times now. You would though. Of course, the whole point of it's for the audience and so on, so it's a wholesome feeling seeing everyone walk out happy. For today. In a general lab. And now we get to watch it all again. Oh, is this the end? Like the credits? I'm still fascinated by how that works. These transitions. It's like, I imagine the rooms kind of rotating around the audience. And then there's also screens that rotate as well. Yeah, this is the credits, I think. So the screens are moving slightly faster than the background. That's also, it's like one of those, what are they called? You know, when you're walking to a building, I don't know what they're called actually, those spinny things. I've got no idea what they're called actually. Must cost a lot of fucking money, eh? The sets as well, the sets are ridiculous. So how much did this cost to set up? Very, I'm vibing a lot to music because I've been playing so much Okami. I bought it 1 week ago almost exactly and I played like 24 hours, so I wasn't expecting it to be very long, but I've been loving that game. Very classically Japanese. Lots of similar music to this. Yep. Was that necessary? So as much as they bigged this guy up, he was good. He was pretty good, but we didn't ever really have a focus on him and Kawa, did we? He was good throughout, but I think it's just like the classic shonen main character protagonist, isn't it? It's just like, oh, it's not that interesting. Oh, she loved it, which is good. Yeah, we didn't really I would have liked to maybe a segment, maybe not focused around his backstory or anything, but just like seeing him kind of go ham. He was good the whole time, don't get me wrong, but he was made out to be like the biggest star in this thing. But in this show that we're watching, Oshi no Ko, he didn't star much at all. That's not true. There's a chance for Aqua to pick this guy's brains, do you reckon? Get him drunk and pick his brains. Yep, of course. So, are these guys all like old enough to drink? Ginger ale. I've never had ginger ale. It's alcoholic. Ale is alcoholic, I think. I know that. I'm pretty sure ginger ale is not alcoholic though, right? I'm pretty sure these guys all aren't old enough to drink. Maybe a few of them are. I'm not sure about the drinking age in Japan. In the UK, it's 18. I started drinking very early on, so much younger than 18. And I imagine it's 18 in Japan. Ginger ale, alcohol. Is it alcoholic? Alcohol free. Well, it says here 0.5% alcohol / alcohol free. So it's got a little bit of alcohol. It's what we'd have. I used to have these quite often. Shandy. I think it's like beer, but you put like lemonade in it, and it's like 0.5% or like 1% or something really low. You'd never get drunk off it. So this is like so I guess if you drank loads of these, you would get drunk. So I guess Kanna's a little bit drunk right now, but she probably shouldn't be. A normal person wouldn't be, we'll say. Okay. Yeah, I think we know Kanna's not old enough. Aqua's not old enough. But there's probably a few actors here that, obviously the old man can drink, but probably a few actors here that can drink and probably won't know after a stressful day. Kanna's sorting out all the things, isn't she? Troop. Get drinking, bro. We need to get some questions out of you. Makima? Little fucking Fortnite dance. I love that they've still got that subtitle there. It's ginger ale. He's been quite adamant about this, isn't he? You need to feed him some more beers. Ah. See, this guy knows what's up. This guy gets it. Getting rat faced. Wild chicken whiskey. Getting pissed, so pissed he can't walk. As if she just agreed to that. Did she just get rizzed up by fucking Himekawa just that quickly? And she's like, yeah, I'll do anything you'll say now. Obviously, it's good business for them as well. Make a lot of money off people drinking, so. So it is hard to keep up with the subtitles. When they are going quick, it's alright. But then when there's double, it's especially fucking hard to keep up. So sorry, guys. Let's take it back a minute. They're fast anyway. And again, I've kept up alright so far, but when you start doing double subtitles on top of this, it's yeah. Let's go back a minute. Guys will drink anything a girl pours into their glass. Is that true? Would I? I probably would. I don't drink much anymore, but I probably would. Yeah, I definitely, my old self definitely would. But you gotta be careful, so probably shouldn't. Luna des. This is where they hang out. This is like their side job. Okay. Interesting. It's a bar that's managed and such by aspiring actors. He's 20. Okay, I think we've got him drunk enough. Look at him. Oh, really? So this is exactly what I keep talking about like, this is not his actual kids. I don't know if this actually makes it. I think this actually makes it even worse. But again, like dictating your kids like whole life and setting them up to be like an actor or a movie star or a singer or something. It's just like I just see something so wrong with it, and especially this of like you adopted orphan and you go there again. There's probably more to this that it's probably got to prove me wrong here, but you go there for the sole purpose of creating a successful actor and to have them under you. Like, how is that in any way ethical? Like, I imagine there's like tests and screenings and such they do to make sure the parents are safe for the kids to get adopted by. But how can any kind of screen or anything prepare the kid for a parent that is fine on paper, good money coming in, house, job, blah blah blah, but psychologically he wants the kid to be a specific way, and it's a failure if not. It's just like how can you prepare for that? You can't, is the thing. And I find that abuse of the system and such just a little bit disgusting. I don't know, just a bit. Again, adopting a kid and giving him a good home and such is a great thing to do. I'm not even going to bother with the timer. I'll just leave it off because we're almost at the end of the episode. It's a great thing to do, and he's probably like just the way Himekawa is. He's just like it is manufactured, if you know what I'm saying. He's trained because he's like this. He's like down to earth, quite monotone, quite normal, a little bit like me, honestly, in terms of like how he is, just kind of monotone and kind of chill and so on. And then he turns into an absolute beast when he's acting. Again, we didn't see him star too much in Oshi no Ko just because again we're focused on mainly other characters. Looks like we're gonna have quite a bit of focus on him now though, which is awesome. So we didn't get to see too much of that, but again, everyone said he was like the star of the show, the best actor there, and so on. And he doesn't seem like he would be, but that side that is manufactured by this guy, I do imagine. An interesting point. Like the way he says this here is gross. He's kind of right there. He's right, but it's like took advantage of that. Like guys, out of my nose. They are like of the same nature, these two, aren't they? Like guys. Have I got something on my nose? I feel like I got something on my nose. Sorry. Just so. Oh, what is that subtitle? He said Omoshioi, which means interesting. Who has subtitled that to "It's so peak"? Like this guy would say that. I hate these subtitles that do stuff like this. Like, I like Sorry, I keep pausing, but I really like it when subtitlers like add a little bit of like interestingness to the subtitles. It's in line with the characters and that they might say, and that it might kind of translate to, and maybe even it might not translate to it, but just have a little bit of fun of what character. Yeah, when they understand the character. But what subtitler is putting it so peak in the words of like this middle-aged man? I seem offended. I am offended in a way. I'm offended that this person has done this to this character specifically. Any other character, any of the teen characters, fair enough. They probably would say that. This guy? And that just makes you question, doesn't it? What else has been changed in the subtitles to make it... Yeah. I hate that. Fucking hell. DNA. Oh shit. Well, judging by the fact that he's an orphan, I doubt he knows too much about him. He might know something. Huh. Sorry about that outburst, but nothing wrong with the show. Just the subtitle really fucking done me in there. Like, how's... it hurts my head. Why? Out of every character, you got so many teens, so many people that use that kind of language. Why have you subtitled that under him saying interesting as a middle-aged man? It's so peak. Ugh, it kind of cringes me out anyway a little bit when people say stuff like that. Let alone a fucking middle-aged man. It's so peak. I think maybe just because terms like that get very much overused, don't they? Like, gets to me a little bit. It's like, you know what a peak is? A peak is like the peak of a mountain is the tip. It's like the tip of the iceberg, the highest point, the best bit. It's essentially what that means. And people say that for everything. It's so peak. They're so peak. No, you can only really have one peak. I don't know. Yeah. Interesting ending there though. So Aqua and him are actually brothers in a sense, half brothers. Interesting that. Maybe that's all. Well, I don't think that's a reason why they're so alike as well, but they are very much alike, these two, aren't they? So interesting. This is actually a big step, right? In finding the man that killed potentially. Again, I can't really remember because it's been a while since season 1. But was it 100% confirmed that the guy that... I don't think it was confirmed that the guy that killed I was the father. I mean, I think it was very heavily kind of implied, and that was like the best estimation. But I'm struggle to actually remember. I think it might have been confirmed. Again, please let me know in the comment sections and help me out. Help me out with that one. But I think I remember we all assumed it was him because he was like trying to hide his involvement as such, and there was good reason as to why it was him. But I'm not sure if it was ever like 100% confirmed. So, but yeah, either way, this is a huge step to finding his father, which, if he wasn't the one that killed her, will heavily help us in finding the person that did. But yeah, I think I was watching again, really awesome episode. I actually really liked the credits, honestly. I really liked all the credits going by. I'm usually not one for watching credits, but funny enough, credits during credits in a show, I don't know how to word it, but I just thought they were really fun. Again, nice little Akane and kind of little sequence there, but again, the acting was brilliant at the first 5 minutes, wasn't it? Yet again, from Aqua especially, I thought was fantastic. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Again, major apologies for the subtitles. They were really quick, and at the end there, they were kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you. But yeah, do let me know what you guys thought in the comment section. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. I'll be back next week with episode 10, so I'll see you guys then, and have a good rest of your day.